YouTube. Like and subscribe. Now. Only gamers get VIP. Yo, thank you for the sub. Speaking of gamers, I played Apex and CS the other day. Holy big time. I played Apex with Connor and Myth, but mostly Myth because Connor was there for like one game. And then Myth and I 1v1'd in CS, and Myth's pretty good. Myth is pretty good. It got to the point where he let me pick all of his weapons, and I said, okay, I get an AK, you get a knife, and he almost got me. I genuinely have no idea how. That was humbling, but it was fun. I haven't played CS in a long time. I had to re-download CS and Apex for it, but it was a good time. I watched Twilight yesterday. Let's talk about this. This is actually really important. I know nobody wants to hear about it, but Twilight is good. Okay, it's not good. It's a terrible movie. I think it's good because because I expected it to be so bad. Right? I expected it to be terrible because last time I did this, stop muting me. Stop. Last time I did this, it was watching High School Musical, right? And I was like, oh my God, High School Musical is so good. I'm so excited to watch it. I watched it with the Coreys and with Slick. And we and we watched High School Musical, and it was unwatchable. I don't know if you guys have tried to watch High School Musical anytime recently, but it is so bad.
How come you won't be at kickball tomorrow?
We're road mapping at Alveus all day, so I have to work out at Alveus all day, and also I have no idea how to play kickball. The only information I got about kickball was that kickball is like baseball in rules. And I was like, I have no idea how baseball works. No idea. I don't know how to play anyway. But I can't go anyway. You just kick the ball and run. But like at some point you have to stop running. Or you run the other way or something. If they catch it or if they bring it back to where you are. I don't understand baseball. I swear to God. I am as clueless about baseball as I am about football. Actually, maybe more clueless. I've never watched a baseball game in my life. And I've never watched a football game in my life. But I do know how to play soccer. And I do know how to play basketball. Why do I always look so confused? I think it's the shape of my eyebrows. I was going to make a joke. It was a bad joke. I need to stop doing stuff like that. Okay, so Twilight. Back to Twilight. Watched Twilight yesterday, and I was like, wow, this is great. I genuinely want to watch the rest, and I'm going to. And it's going to be sick. I'm really excited. I will say, though, that Edward is a massive red flag, and it's super cringe. So is the 50 Shades of Grey guy, which I heard 50 Shades of Grey is like a Twilight fanfic or something, or it has to do with Twilight. Is that true? Yes? No wonder they're both such red flags, dude. He's like going into her bedroom, watching her sleep, and she's like, "Aw, huh?" And then he's like, he gets mad at her when she trips, because he's like, "Can't you just not get hurt? Like I can't stand when you get hurt." And she was like, "Oh my God, like, why do you care so much? Like, how do you always know where I am?" Because he's a fucking crazy motherfucker. Like, that is not okay. And then they go out into the woods, and he's like trying to scare her, and he's like, "As if you could outrun me, as if you'd be stronger than me." And it's like, why? What are you doing? Why are you trying to scare her? And then why is she so obsessed with him? She's very codependent. It's whack. It's whack. Can we all admit it? Let's admit it. Bella needs help. Bella's got daddy issues for sure. But I do like Charlie a lot. You wouldn't like a guy standing over you while you're sleeping? No. No. He's 300. Wrong. He's 108. Alright, relax. I only know that because it says it on the Netflix, like, on the movie when it describes it. It's like a 108-year-old vampire meets the new girl in Forks. I just remember it from yesterday. But yes, that is lore. I also heard, these are spoilers, close your ears if you don't want to hear spoilers. I don't know exactly what happens in the next few movies, but I do know that I'm pretty sure, yes, these are spoilers. I do know that I'm pretty sure they traditionally conceive, or I'm pretty certain that they engage in traditional coitus. But then the baby comes out in a different way, and then Jacob, like, imprints on it, which mammals don't even imprint, first of all.
Like you just don't care.
Like, Jacob, like, imprints on the baby, which isn't even... I don't know why I'm upset about that not being, like, biologically possible, because he's a fucking werewolf, right? But I don't know. I'm interested to get to that point. I think it'll be cool. I'm also really interested in watching the drama unfold between Jacob and Edward, and who she's gonna fall in love with. I personally would definitely fall in love with Jacob. I think that Edward is a fucking creep. And I think he's not that hot. You can call me a furry if you want to, okay? I'm not attracted to Jacob in his werewolf state, but he is a hot man. Okay? None of y'all can say that he is not. Is he an ugly wolf? I have no idea what he looks like as a wolf. I haven't gotten there yet. Understand? I just watched the first movie. Thank you for the 3 months. Stompy's good. Only the first one. I just watched it last night, okay? I haven't had that much time. I had to email somebody back today. Do you remember when Russell... I don't know if any of you were watching Nick and Melena's stream, but Russell was on Nick and Melena's stream, and he was like, yeah, I keep getting these DMs from this guy that's like, you really need to get Miz and Maya back together and just make sure that they are able to talk. My uncle's calling me. So that guy that asked Russell, think of the 18 months, he was like, you need to make sure that Miz and Maya talk so that they can get back together, whatever. He has been... I wish I had, like, a compilation, man. He's...
Wow.
Hello, S-Fan. Thank you for the 13 months. He's emailed... Every time he emails me, too, he sends it to all... I have 3 emails. And he sends it to every one of them every time. He sent me well over a dozen. Just like, Miz said this about you. You just both need to take a step back and look at the relationship. And you just need to give it more... I'll read it to you, honestly. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. I took care of it today. Okay. It's not too late for you and Miz. You can still find a way to make things work together. Make the first step. Ask him to hang out so you can both begin talking again. If you talk to him and guide him through, then you'll be able to remake the relationship in a way that'll work much better for both of you this time. You made long distance work for a year, Maya, and sacrificed so much for the relationship by moving to Texas, and to just let things end like this, you got everything to gain and nothing to lose by trying again. Message Miz, and I guarantee he'll be open to rebuilding things with you. Miz knows he'll never be able to replace you, Maya. You were the only one who had his back when things were hard for him. So I responded, leave me alone, please. And then he said sorry, and he was like, I was just trying to help. I wish you the best. But he would email me to all of my emails for the past 2 months. And then he would DM me on Reddit the same thing. And then he would find me everywhere. He'd DM me everywhere. And then he was DMing my friends too, like Russell. Just being like, get them to talk, whatever. So that was kind of a lot. Thank you for the 10 months. Just trying to help. Sad. Honestly, I feel kind of bad. I mean, he was like, I'll never DM you again. I was just trying to help. Like, I just thought that this was for the best, you know, type. I don't know. I do feel kind of bad, but it definitely had to stop. It was getting really annoying.
We've got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town.
My friend just got down.
I revived him, now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park Street.
Look at the map.
Go to the mark sheet.